Anxiety. I still do suffer with anxiety. Do you? Well, if you do, this video should hopefully give you a few amazing tips to help you really reduce that anxiety, if not completely get rid of it in that moment. So stick around, and I hope this video is really useful to you. Before we dive in, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Sally Fazeli, and I'm a self-love coach. I help women to overcome all the different barriers that are in the way of really letting their love in, their unapologetic self-love, so they can love all of who they are, step out of their comfort zone and be the best version of themselves, be able to live their purpose, live their passion, and have this life and live this life that is really fulfilling to themselves. That is my heart. So if you are wanting that for yourself, then stick around, because I'll be sharing lots of different tips and techniques and tools that you can hopefully embrace and take on in your life to really help you access this within yourself. Okay, so this video is going to be all about how can you let go of anxiety and overcome anxiety. So I've got 5 tips. So tip number 1, sounds super simple, but it's connect with your breath. We have this breath, and notice the next time you're feeling really anxious, what is happening in your body? What is happening with your breath? Notice it. For me, when I get really anxious, it becomes really short. I can feel it in my chest, and it's almost like I forget to breathe fully. So the moment I recognize how I'm feeling, that my breath is either getting a lot shorter and quicker, that I can really start to control my breathing, and it really, really helps me to bring this essence and this feeling of calm within. And a great technique is to do the box breath. So that's an inhalation for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, inhale. So it's like inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale. So you can see how it's like a box breath, and you can introduce a count to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can do it to whatever your breathing capacity is, but it's the notion of like keeping the counts the same the whole way round. If this makes you feel more anxious, controlling your breath, then just take deep breaths in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Maybe put your hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just breathe in and out. Breathe in and out, but try and lengthen your breath with every inhalation, and just feel how just feeling your breath running through your body, and then imagine as you exhale, just letting go of all the anxiety, all the thoughts that are making you feel this way, the situation, and just bring yourself, focus on your breath, breathing into the body and exhaling. It's a really, really powerful way. Let me know if it works. Tip number 2 is to connect with all your senses. So in the moment when you're feeling it, take a moment to be like, okay, what can I see? What 5 things can I see? You can see a tree. You can see a cup. You can see the orange on that toy. I'm just saying what I can see right now. I can see the carpet and the tassels on it. I can see my fingers and my hands, and just being really, really basic with what you can see. Notice what you can hear. Maybe what 4 things can you hear? I can hear different pipe works going on. I can hear a car passing. I can hear the wind and the trees. I can hear my breathing, these kind of things. What 2 things, 3 things, it goes 5, 4, 3 things can you smell? And just notice maybe different senses, and then notice what you can touch. 2 things that you can touch, maybe your hair, maybe something, a different texture or surface. What can you taste? Once you bring it back to those senses, it brings you back into this present moment. So it's really powerful. So remember, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can't even do it with my hands. They're feeling quite cold at the moment. But yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your whole 5 senses brings you into this present moment, which is what we want to do when we're feeling anxious. Because when we're feeling anxious, we're jumping ahead, we're thinking about the situations, and we're letting fear in. And the fear is like staying in our body, which is creating all these feelings. So our mission is to allow that fear, that anxiety to flow through us rather than be blocked and be pushed down in our body. The third tip is to do EFT tapping. And I'm an accredited EFT practitioner. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Also, some people may know it as the tapping method. I'm going to do a separate video on how to tap, so feel free to try and find that. I'm going to do it after recording this video. But just to give you a bit of a brief overhaul, with EFT, you're tapping on the end of your meridians. And when you do that, we've got lots of different energetic pathways going on inside our body, like hundreds and hundreds. And when we tap on these sequences on the face and different parts of our body, this allows the blocked energy, which is the emotion that we're feeling, the anxiety, which is blocked in our body, which is making us feel all dysregulated and not good and all those feelings. When we're able to tap and acknowledge how we're feeling, we accept it for what it is, and then we allow that feeling to pass through us, which is what emotions are intended to do. We're not supposed to suppress our emotions. So using these techniques and tools will help you just to allow them to flow through, and acknowledging, oh, I'm feeling anxious right now. Okay, I'm feeling anxious. What is this trying to tell me? I don't like the thought of that happening in the future. I don't like this that is currently happening. I don't like being close to so many people in this very small area, and it's allowing you to feel that, see the meaning behind it if there is any meaning, and just allow yourself to let go of it. Okay, so the tapping, just a quick one. You can start on the side of your hand, and you can start with even though, and you can just repeat after me, I'm feeling this anxiety. I'm going to choose to let it go because I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really, really anxious right now and it doesn't feel good, I'm open to let it go, to let it all go because I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling all these feelings within me and it's not making me feel good, I'm feeling really, really anxious. All these thoughts are going on inside my head. I'm deciding and I'm choosing to let it all go right now because I deeply love and accept myself. And then you tap on the different meridians. You can use 2 hands or 1 hand, and you can just be like, I'm feeling all this anxiety that I'm feeling. I'm feeling so anxious right now. My breathing is so dysregulated. I'm thinking all these thoughts that might happen underneath the chin, but I'm feeling all these anxious thoughts and it doesn't feel good. I'm really wanting to let these go. I want to let all this anxiety go. I'm opening to let this anxiety go. All this anxiety, and this is on like the side of where your bra sits here. I'm opening to let all this anxiety go. I'm feeling so anxious. All this anxiety within me. I'm feeling really, really anxious. And you keep doing this until you feel the anxiety being able to shift and lift and move out of you. And then that's when you're feeling the intensity of that emotion. So say you marked at the start from a 0 to 10 that it was like 10, you're feeling so anxious right now. When you notice the shift that it's lowered to like a 0 or a 2, somewhere between that region, that's when you can start to tap on your meridians and tap in the truth of who you are. Like I said, I will do a longer video where I'm just literally focusing on EFT, if this is interesting for you and you want to try it out and see the impact of it in your life. There's a plane going on overhead, sorry if you can hear that. But it's so powerful. I use it all the time in my life. I use it with my children, I use it on my clients. It's so powerful, and you can often get to the deep root. It uncovers the deep root of where this anxiety comes from, and you get this aha moment, and it's so powerful. So yeah, do try that. Let me know if it works. Tip number 4 is to journal it out. Or you can talk to a friend or someone you know. It helps you to just get it out from your body and just out there instead of in here. So when you're journaling, just literally describe how you're feeling, why you're feeling like that. Get all the fears out. I feel like this might happen. I'm really worried about this and it's not making me feel good. I'm feeling like my breathing is getting really short. I'm feeling it in my tummy. I'm feeling it's making me feel sick. You know, like you just completely describe how you're feeling. So you're able to just lift it and get it out of your body. And equally, when you're talking to a friend or something like that, it helps, again, just to get it out, to let it out. We're not supposed to suppress these feelings. So that's why we need to talk more, we need to share more, we need to be supported more. So these, hopefully, all these tips will help you to do that. So journal it out and just allow yourself to really go into that place. Feel it for a moment, feel it for what it is. Like, use your descriptive words. If it had a colour, what colour would it be? Where are you feeling it in your body? How is it making you feel inside your body? You know, and really go into those descriptive words and why are you feeling like that? And just notice how through that acknowledgement, that acceptance, that really feeling it, it's able to then shift and you can come back to your normal equilibrium, your harmony, your balance. And yeah, it's basically all about accepting it, acknowledging it, feeling it, and then it can pass through you. Okay, number 5, which I've kind of described in the last point, but it's about naming it and feeling it in your body. So maybe ask yourself, where in your body are you feeling it? What kind of density is it? Is it thick and gloopy? Is it really runny? Is it spotty? You know, it could be any different picture that you have in your mind. Just notice how you're feeling it. Sometimes it can feel like a complete block, almost like a massive stone is there. Sometimes it may feel porous, like a sponge, and you know, like it's got lots of little holes in it. Just notice, name it. What colour is it? Is it moving to different places in your body? And when you're able to do this and breathe into that space, you can then take your breath and allow your breath to enter that space and just breathe your support, breathe your love into that space and allow it to just support it, love it, accept it, and allow this feeling to move through you in any way that it needs to. This is also called like somatic experiencing, somatic therapy, whatever you want to call it. It's about seeing it. You are not your emotion. You are the observer of that emotion. So with all these tools and techniques, you can really help nurture it, give it the attention that it's like craving or needing in that moment, and then allowing it to shift, just move out. And you can then see the kind of growth lesson behind it. I was feeling anxious because I was really worried about that. Interesting. But when I really connect with my true self, what does she say? Connecting with your heart and allowing your heart to speak to you through that feeling. What would your higher self say to you? Or if you're looking at yourself and you were looking at your best friend, what would you say to her to make her feel safe, supported, seen, loved, and being able to talk to yourself like that? Okay, so I really hope that those 5 tips helped you. Just to quickly go over those 5 tips, we've got 1, connect with the breath. So powerful. Number 2, connect with your 5 senses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 3, EFT. And there's lots of other videos on YouTube if you want to find out more, if I haven't put live the next video about it. Number 4, journal it out or speak to a friend or someone who you trust. Number 5, feel it, name it, and allow it to move through you. 5 tips to help you overcome anxiety. Let me know if they work in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video with anyone who you feel like it may help. And let me know of any other videos that you'd like me to cover on different topics, or anything to do with self-love or mindset and all the different things. Just let me know and stay in touch. Don't forget, come and visit me over on Instagram, where I'm posting a bit more daily. Sally Fazeli. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day, week ahead, and I will see you very soon. Mwah. Bye.